Hello everyone. Before we begin, if these stories touch something deep inside you, please stay with us. Your presence here helps us reach others who desperately need to hear they're not alone. I still can't talk about this without my chest tightening. When Ryan backed out of our driveway that Saturday morning, I didn't shed a single tear. Now I understand. That should have terrified me because it meant something fundamental had died inside me. I just stood there on our porch, barefoot against the rough, cold wood, holding the coffee he'd made me exactly how I liked it, the way he had every morning for years. I watched his brake lights fade as he turned the corner, and that's when it hit me. I hadn't even kissed him goodbye. No hug, no warmth, just drive safe, said like reading from a script I no longer believed in. We were supposed to be taking space to think, not ending everything. But honestly, I'd already left months ago. My name is Emily, and I threw away a 7-year marriage for reasons I'm still trying to understand. From the outside, we looked perfect. College sweethearts with inside jokes nobody else got, finishing each other's sentences, same taste in movies, and those little hole-in-the-wall diners. Ryan brought stability into my chaotic life, maybe too much stability. Somewhere along the way, that safe feeling started to feel like a cage I couldn't see but could definitely feel. I never planned to fall for someone else. I genuinely believed I wasn't that kind of person. Then Alex started at my office as creative director. He was everything Ryan wasn't. Messy, magnetic, full of this electric energy that made everyone lean in closer. He didn't see the married Emily everyone else knew, the dependable one who always had it together. He saw the part of me I'd been quietly suffocating, the part that craved something more. It started innocently enough. Water cooler conversations, lunch in the break room, eye contact that lasted 3 seconds too long. Nothing physical, nothing I could point to and say was wrong. That's what I told myself anyway. But I started wearing my favorite Lipstorm again, buying an extra coffee on my way to work, knowing exactly how he took his. Scrolling through his social media late at night while Ryan slept beside me, like some teenager with a pathetic crush. Then came that rainy evening. We stayed late, finishing a presentation while rain hammered the windows and everyone else went home. He told me about his divorce, how loneliness had nearly destroyed him. I found myself opening up too, admitting how hollow my marriage felt, how I sometimes wished for something, anything, to shake me awake. That's when he kissed me, soft, tentative, questioning. I didn't stop him. I didn't pull away. I didn't say no. That kiss changed everything. Soon my life became late-night drives, cheap hotels, deleted text messages. I became someone I didn't recognize in the mirror. I told myself I was just exploring my feelings, comparing what I had with what I could have. But that was garbage. I knew exactly what I was doing. I was cheating. I was breaking promises I'd made standing in front of everyone I loved. Ryan noticed something was off. Instead of confronting me, he tried harder. Surprise flowers. Random date nights, real conversations about us. Every kind gesture felt like acid on my skin, watching him fight desperately to save something I'd already abandoned in secret. One night, he said with devastating calmness, "I don't know what's happening to us, but I'm not ready to give up. Maybe we need a weekend apart to clear our heads." I said yes, not because I wanted to save us, but because I was too cowardly to end it myself. Watching him drive away with his overnight bag, I was already texting Alex. But once the house went silent, something unexpected happened. I didn't feel free. I didn't feel lighter. I just felt hollow. Alex texted asking me to come over. I typed yes and stared at my phone like I was watching someone else's life fall apart. That night at his apartment, everything felt like it usually did. His smile, that rush of excitement. But sitting there, I suddenly noticed everything missing. He never asked how my day was. He couldn't remember basic things about me. My favorite wine, my cat's name, how I took my coffee. This wasn't a life. It was an escape hatch from reality. After he fell asleep, I sat alone in his kitchen and cried harder than I had in years. The next morning, I didn't text. I didn't go home. I just drove, eventually ending up at the park where Ryan and I used to go when we were first married, lying in the grass, laughing until our sides hurt over nothing. I tried imagining a future without him. No quiet weekends, no gentle forehead kisses. The emptiness that hit me felt like drowning in ice water. I rushed home, terrified I'd destroyed something irreplaceable. But Ryan's car was already there. He stood by the garage, arms crossed, overnight bag still in the back seat. He looked exhausted in a way that had nothing to do with sleep. Before I could speak, he said quietly, "I know." Everything stopped. He didn't yell, didn't demand explanations. He just looked at me with eyes that had already said goodbye. "How long?" he asked. "A few months," I whispered. He nodded, like that confirmed what his heart already knew. Was it worth it? Those words cut deeper than anything else could have. "No," I answered truthfully. Alex wasn't worth this. Wasn't worth losing the man who chose me every single day. "I don't even know what I want anymore," I admitted. Ryan gave me a heartbreaking smile, got back in his car, and drove away. Only then did I cry, not just because he left, but because I'd let it happen. I'd destroyed something beautiful that I only valued once it was gone. The aftermath felt robotic, texts about bills and the house, cold and brief. Alex kept reaching out, but every message reminded me of my stupidity. When I ended it, he just said okay and moved on. That hurt differently, realizing I'd sacrificed my marriage for someone who never really cared at all. Months of therapy, regret, and silence helped me face what I'd done. I never asked Ryan to come back. I knew I didn't deserve it. Almost a year later, he knocked on my door. He looked better, peaceful. He handed me an envelope of our old photos. Hiking trips, beach days, friends' weddings, pieces of the life I'd shattered so carelessly. "I couldn't throw these away," he said. "And I don't hate you, I just needed time to heal." Tears filled my eyes. "I'm glad you're okay," I whispered. "Yeah, me too," he replied and walked away. In that moment, I saw a flash of what we could have been. A couple that communicated more, fought harder, didn't let love fade quietly. That couple survived, but we didn't. That's the real cost of breaking trust. You don't just lose your partner. You lose the chance to ever be the person who deserved the love you threw away.